All right. And oh, all right, guys. I hope you guys are doing fine. I want to do sort of a checkup on the situation that we're currently facing with the COVID, and we're not in really great times. I just kind of want to discuss on how on on how it's been. Because well, I'm so the United States. I mean, I don't remember how the situation is. I just don't try to stay aware with the media and stuff, especially like right now, because there's no. I know there's not going to be any good situation that's going to be coming for now. Um, yeah. Okay. So United States closed. I just talked to my relatives in Mexico. Mexico's. I mean, they're not as publicly. I don't want to say aware, but the situation. I don't think even the president is not taking it fully. However, businesses and due to global panic among the Hispanic people or the Mexican people, has caused it to it's caused same the same situation that Americans are facing, which is an economic in the economic scale are really jobs are being put on hold, um, and that's just due to public. I don't remember if it's because it's a public safety uh that's enforcing like how we have public safety here that's enforcing only essential businesses to be open. I don't know about how Mexico is, but I know for sure that businesses are closing and production is being declined. Is that a decline? Um, let's see what else. Europe. I mean, Italy. You know how Italy is going. I mean, you can hear that through videos discussing about the situation. So it's not the best times for them. I'm just gotta adjust that real quick. Yeah. So Italy isn't doing fine. I know certain. I mean, I heard like Sweden is not doing okay. China. I mean, for sure they're not doing all right. What else is not doing fine? Countries in the world. I mean, everyone's impacted globally, and that's the worrisome part about the situation. It's not just a domestic issue. It's a global issue that you know we as in a society on both Western and Eastern parts of the world that are going to be really affected. And I mean, I was going to talk about the discussion even way before, back then when I was hearing that even Oakland had closed its shores to foreign travel and cargo. Because I was hearing that got closed. Um, I just didn't talk about it because, and I had a video, but I just didn't feel like it was a really good topic or good title, so I had to take that down because um I didn't find it that appropriate because like even now it's like if you even do save, I mean, I was gonna try to do a video on how to save during a public recession, but even then, even I am getting affected because my it's like relatives and I mean everyone's really in a panic. My dad's being hold is being put back from work. I mean uncles and relatives that we call friends. I've called maybe a couple friends that they're the same situation, um, and it's just like a terrible feeling because I mean I wish it was only a certain part of people. Not like I hate them, but like I wish it was on a smaller scale, obviously, because if it was on a smaller scale, people wouldn't have to be in the same situation, right? And now everyone's in the same situation where panic. I was hearing that due to like the price gouging, people were buying toilet paper and hand sanitizer, and now people are because of the recession, is lasting so long, people that bought those now are trying to sell it back because they can't pay it, because they have food and bills and things to pay back. And but because they were price gouging, companies closed, like Amazon, business sellers and things like that were closed, and eventually even Amazon right now and Target and all these companies. I mean, wonderful companies are trying to provide resources to the medical and hospitals, mostly just hospitals. They're providing to hospitals to fight and help and save the people who are working right now in finding a cure, which is, kudos. Love you guys. Hope you guys are doing okay. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy because, again, no one expected this. I didn't expect it. I was just, well, the last time that it was happening, I was working, and I was talking to one of my coworkers about the situation, and I remember telling her, like, it's okay. It's not gonna be such a big deal, because the thing was is she wanted a 30-day or a couple days off just to focus on preventing this epidemic from going on and stop the spread. But what it really ended up happening was not only being told that, hey, everyone's going to be put on it's like technical employment. Now we're being told we don't know how long it's going to be lasting, this epidemic. We don't even know if we're going to ensure you that you might even get your job back. And it sucks. It sucks because I know there's people that need jobs, that need to pay rent and food. I know the government right now is trying to find solutions and how to find a cure, well, obviously they're trying to find the cure, but they know there's going to be some sort of financial consequences in all aspects of business, whether it's real estate, whether it's everything, even construction's being put on hold. I know I've heard some relatives that they some of them will provide jobs right now, just, I don't know, to build hospitals or something. But it's not on the scale. It's a scale that a certain part. It's only a certain percent that people. How do I say it? I don't know if this mic is too close to me, but I can hear my breathing. So, construction, only a certain part are even being able to work in construction. The last time I was working in construction with my father was maybe about a month ago. And even then, there was police already waiting outside certain residences, just observing. And actually, I think, because I wasn't personally confronted, but I think they were there to prevent us from working. They were going to tell us to go home. There was the street across. There was the Palo Alto police car. And there were some cars, but eventually all of them left, including the construction workers. So I think, I won't say that it was, because I wasn't there, so I'm not definitely sure. But I believe maybe they were told, hey, it's not a good time to work. And then a couple days after, they enforced well, it was sent to everyone that, hey, you can't work. And not until the situation is resolved. So it sucks. I'm at home. I do have some money saved, but again, I don't even know how long the situation is going to be. I hope it's not going to be as long as many people might hope it might not be, because again, it's a tough part of being an epidemic. We're forced to be at home. not forced to be at home, but it's just like, it's better to stay at home just to be safe. And I would say probably more encouraged to stay at home, right? Because I mean, there's always messages on the phone that's saying like, "Hey, please do not go. Only go on essential businesses. No, 6 feet apart. No more." Well, yeah, like right now, I'm just hearing like the garbage men or recycling, or they're picking up lawn yards, lumber. No, not lumber. The recycling. Well, not recycle. Ah, fuck. How do you say it? But yeah, they're there. They're still working the city. Some parts of the city. Well, most parts of the city. Oh no, not most parts of the city. I was at a park when my family and I decided, hey, let's go and go outside. Because again, it's overwhelming when you're put in a situation where, hey, you can't go to work, you can't visit people and talk to them and things like that. Which is I understand, it's for our safety. But when we were there, like, you can tell a huge difference that, hey, the people that are taking care of the park, even they are being told, hey, don't work, because the grass is like, I mean, it's not like a serious thing, right? Because who gives a shit about grass? It's more. I think it's more concerning about people, right? But you can just tell, like, hey, like even the grass wasn't cut, and you're like, what the fuck is that supposed to? What is that supposed to like? Why why does it matter, right? But again, it's the city. It's I don't want to say it's the city's responsibility, but it's like one of its duties, right, to maintain it clean and um able for public to use it, do the just being plankful, right? That's the whole purpose of having a park. But even then, it's like it's not taken care of. But hey, I understand the situation. I think there's certain priorities that have to be put away when it comes to the safety of the people that work in the city and that work in hospitals and that work in certain jobs. I was planning or I am planning on finding work, because again, now it's like it's kind of overwhelming to be at home. I just don't like being. I mean, I love my family, but also at the same time, it's a little too much just being in a certain uh, location where everyone's being told, "Hey, it's like it's not a good time to go outside." Not unless we can find unless you're well protected, wearing a mask and gloves and things like that. So yeah, man, I don't know. It's a real. I mean, for the first time in my life, it's something that it hasn't happened, and I think the last time that happened wasn't until like the Spanish flu, where it's like even then it was at a global scale, causing I don't want to say was it millions of deaths or thousands of deaths, but I know of a lot of people were affected, and it did cause more deaths than it did in times of battle, which was crazy because again, that's one of the most underestimated things in history, that disease is far more powerful than um than than war, than people. And but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. I'm still alive. You know. Um. Rest in peace to those who've died to the disease. It's not a no one wants to die, and especially in a situation where elderly and people who've had weak immune systems and have complications in regards to their lungs have sadly passed away. Um, yeah, I mean, I can see it all over the social media too. I mean, I go on Reddit, and there's just like, what's that? Um, it's one of a forum. It's called like Last Moments Before Pics, or something like that, and It's like one after another where a relative or someone, that's really close to them, really loved, have died from the virus, and it's pretty concerning. And I think I understand it's a big concern. Thus, we're here at home, right? Because nobody wants to get infected and cause major spread and cause more farther deaths to our loved ones and elderly. My mom was working at a a foster home. What's it called? A foster home for elderly people. I forgot. Sorry, guys, I haven't been really using my brain that much, but even they are told like, hey, we have to wear masks, you have to wear gloves, and there's certain foster homes that their patients or their patients have the virus and they've been like relocated to certain the other part of the home, or they're taken to hospitals where they can be taken care of to fight this disease and hopefully ensure that there's a possibility that the elders can be saved, which sucks. Again, I hope no one, especially right now, is in those moments where people are really being put at a test because no one can actually find uh, a, a proper cure, which I know they're trying really, really hard. Um, you know, so it's kind of like those. It's the reality, and sometimes even the reality kind of hurts. Like I haven't had any relative or someone that I've known closely that has died to the virus, but I've had people, relatives and close ones that have died, and it's really tough. It's really tough seeing them, and especially right now, it's like even people who are infected, it's not likely that they'll. I don't want to say they're not going to be buried properly, but I mean, I was hearing a video on Vice about how like Italy is due to constant and linear deaths amongst the country, that people are like the sanctuaries and not sanctuary, what the heck? The morgues and all that such, are filled at a capacity, are full capacity, and there's no proper ways to restore those lost ones, which sucks because it's all over the world. So I mean, so I was hearing that some of them are even put. I don't know if it's Italy, but I was hearing, I don't think it was Latin America, where they're leaving the coffins or even dead bodies outside their homes because there is no space to store the bodies. So thus, it's more of a public. I don't want to say it's responsibility, but it's led up to the public to basically take responsibility of those deceased, but those lost ones that they're being taken away, and some of them aren't even given. They're not given appropriate information as to what's going to happen to the body. At some point, I heard that they're being burned because they don't want. No, not even. I think, was it burned, or they were being put in massive piles to prevent the spread of the disease. There's even some parts where I've heard that they've gotten disposed of the bodies even in oceans and lakes to prevent paying for the cost of morgues. So it's not. I mean, this shit's messed up, man. Where people are having to do these things, which is kind of sucks. It sucks because again, no one wants the situation. No one wanted it. No one expected it, and yeah, man. Now people are dying, and people don't know what to do with the bodies. Morgues are being full. filled. New York is having a problem with that, where they're having trucks filled to the brim with, deceased, um, and they have no idea where to put them other than piling, um, you know, uh, trucks one after the other, um, which is bad, man. Which is terrible. Yeah, and we just gotta be hopeful, man. Don't lose faith. Don't give up on us yet. Stay strong. Hope you guys are doing okay. Because yeah, we have to be. We have to be in these tough times. I hope that the people who are running our country, people in Congress, people in uh, in in the Senate, and our president, um, and even I don't know, maybe something even the legislative. Oh no, judicial. The people, the Supreme Courts are. I mean, because I feel, I hope they're doing something where hopefully they can ensure our safety and hopefully prosper after this all sort of calms down. Because again, I don't even know what's going to be happening, and the only thing that a lot of people are speculating is that a recession might. A recession is going to happen. It's inevitable, but people in Congress, in the Senate, and yada yada. We're trying to find a way to, because right now we're falling, and I hope that none of us fall on a concrete floor, right? It's like we're falling out of a building. But what the Senate and Congress are trying to do is to kind of give us a cushion to hopefully land more safely and more secure, rather than just eating shit on concrete and basically leaving the American people to just die, right? So I know they're working hard in trying to save what they can, and hopefully not repeat history like we did in the Great Depression or the recession, because again, people are in a tough spot, right? I mean, people are, was it 2 or 3 paychecks before their like people are behind. So I mean, we're dependent from day to day, a lot of people, right, where it's like it's pay after paycheck. They have very little money to save, right? Because they got bills to pay, food. Yeah, so I hope that anyone who's in that situation is doing fine. To not lose hope, because again, it's not. I wish it was just a small situation, but it's a global situation. It's in a global scale, so it's not just me. It's a ton of people that are going through this. So yeah, and what else I want to talk about other than that? Yeah, I think. Well, what else? Yeah, about the situation. I think most people are concerned about this, and I mean, there's nothing else to talk about other than that. Um, yeah, I mean, it sucks, man. Relative, yeah, I mean, my cousin and things like that. I know I'm trying to, I'm rambling and mumbling because I got nothing else to say. Um, so I think I'm gonna just leave it to that. 25 minutes, I think, it's more than enough to just discuss and talk about the situation. And the date today, or at least it is for me, is 4/27/20. So yeah, that's gonna be Oh, I didn't even write it. It's not 30 frames, it's 60 frames. So yeah, guys. Yeah, so in regards to my situation, I mean, I do have money saved, enough to, not starve for now. But again, I don't even know how long this is going to be ongoing. I heard that certain states are already planning, I think today, or it's going to be in a couple more weeks, where they're trying to, put everything back as the way it is or was. So I just hope they don't get sick and start spreading it like wildfire. Yeah. Yeah, guys. So I think that'll be all for today. Thank you so much for watching. And now that's shit. So that's what it is for today. I'm just going to clap it just so I don't forget. All right, guys. So have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day. And I wish you guys the best. Ugh, I can't even talk anymore just because my brain. I wish you guys the best. Take it easy. Stay inside. For the love of God, take care of yourselves. Don't, because again, we don't want this to spread even more than it is. And be considerate of others. Okay. Before I close off, now I want to be more aware about the situation and tell people. So I hope you guys are doing okay. Stay inside. Don't try to do anything stupid and cause more sickness amongst the American people. I know there is plenty of people that are working unconditionally to find a solution to the cure. So please do not get sick and stay far from your loved ones to ensure that they don't get sick and prevent the disease from spreading. Okay, guys. So I hope you guys are going to be doing it. I hope you guys are listening, and I wish you guys the best. Take care. Much love. Bye-bye.